Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope this finds you well. If it doesn't find you well, I hope you feel better by the end of it. I'm going to invite you to take a lie down wherever you are. Lie down on your back. Let's start this practice getting a bit comfortabler than we were when we clicked on this link. So we can take our feet just hip distance apart, allow the knees to knock in together in this lovely constructed rest pose. You may want to bring your shoulders up ever so slightly, snuggle them back in and land the head on the mat. Tucking your chin into your chest, allow the length in the back, and you can have your arms wherever it suits you. You could have them out as wide as you like, maybe a bit closer to the body, or hand on your chest, hand on your tummy, whatever you need for this practice. You may want to have your hands up to the sky in the gesture of receiving, or if you've just had about enough today, planting your hands down to be grounded and supported, whatever you feel you need today. I would like you to take a big, deep inhale through the nose, fill up the body, and a huge sigh out. Another big, deep inhale through the nose, and sigh out. And then on this sigh, feel your body just sink a bit further into the ground, feeling the strength underneath you. Wherever it is you're lying, it's stable and it's solid. You aren't going anywhere. And as your breath just returns to normal, I want you to try and forget about everything that's happened so far today, and anything that you need to do after this practice, just leave it outside. It'll be there ready for you to pick it back up on your way back out. So let's just keep this breath as normal for you, whatever that looks like. Nothing needs to change. Having a scan through your body. Are your feet nice and secure on the mats? Is your lower back pressing into the mat, or is it risen up? If it's risen up, just push it back down. Is it upper back and the shoulders, are they rounded up? If they are, just round them back down, bringing the shoulder blades back onto the ground. And feeling the head supported and secure. Relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw. If you haven't already, just close the eyes over and allow the daylight to just be a bit still. Releasing the forehead, maybe wiggling the eyebrows up and down just to let the stress go away from the forehead. And just be present in your body in this moment, lying here. As spring has just sprung in the UK, and we've got some lighter days, a wee bit bluer skies, and maybe, just maybe, the sun shines for us. But the spring comes quietly. She has no expectations. She blooms in her own time. All our plants and flowers, they all just come when they're ready. No rush, timed perfectly. In this practice today, we're going to do some movements into the hips. Somatic practices allow us to move some of the energy throughout our hips. Within our hips we store so much tension, and it's also said we hold emotion in there as well. So allowing some of this release, especially at this springtime, to move any old emotion stagnant energy that we do not want to carry into spring. And to leave it where it is in the earth. Let's take another couple of breaths here. Taking your attention to your hips, your thighs, and then your glutes, and noticing what they feel like for just now. Our bodies are all totally different, and that's what makes us unique. So what I feel in my hips may not be what you feel in yours, and that is okay. Let's take some movement into the hands and into the fingers, just give them a little wiggle, a little roll, allowing them to come a bit alive, allow the blood to start circulating, bringing your knees back to in line with your ankles, and this time give your ankles a little roll, each side, each foot, and just for a second let's allow the legs to flop down onto the mat. Feel the movement in your tummy, how your muscles just moved from that opposite position with your knees being raised. Feel your back lengthening and straightening. And just allow your body to be here. And when you're ready, let's plant the feet back onto the ground, hip width distance apart. And this time we're going to bring both knees up towards the chest, and we can clasp the hands over the knees or under, whatever suits you best. And on an inhale, we're going to raise the head up and bring the knees in towards the body. So bringing the head and shoulders up off the mat, bring your knees up towards your chest. Just give them a little hug. Give yourself a big hug. Squeezing them in, and then just release ever so slightly back down. Allow your head and shoulders to come back onto the mat. Allow the left leg to float down back onto the mat. Toes are engaged up to the sky, and this time we're going to just rotate one of our legs, right knee at this point in time, keeping the hand on the knee to guide it, and let's rotate it round, going out, back to centre, lifting the knee back up and rotating it out. This can be small movements for just now, or larger movements, whatever your body is moving to. And if you need to move your hand under your knee, that's fine too. It's just to support it and guide it. So let's do another couple here before we move to through. The next time you come into centre, let's push the knee the opposite direction. So this time you're pushing away from your body and round and pulling it back in. Again, you might need to change the direction of your hands, and that's okay. Not having long arms can be an issue with this one. Try to grip hold of your knee, but don't do the big grippy thing. Allow your fingers just to guide it. Let's do two more this way. And bring it back into centre. This time take a grip of the knee, again, over the knee or under, it's up to you. And this time we're going to bring the knee up towards the shoulder, pull the knee up and out of the body. Out to the side, up to the shoulder. Both shoulders are on the ground. Your left foot is still flexed to the sky to keep the hip in place. I keep my left hand on my tummy just to keep me centred, but you can have it anywhere that suits you. So keep pushing and pulling, but not aggressively, up to the shoulder. Now some people might have a great range of motion and it comes all the way up and out, others maybe not so much, and that's okay. A couple more breaths here. And then your next inhale, bring it back to centre. Let's bring the left knee back up to meet, And hug the knees back in, keeping your shoulders on the ground. Keep your tailbone on the ground. If your tailbone's lifted, all you're having to do is push your knees back ever so slightly. Just allow the knees to roll side to side. Give that back a small massage while we're here. And then on your next exhale, allow the right leg to float to the ground, fully extended. Toes are pointing to the ceiling. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So let's rotate the knee, which is then rotating the hip. And we're coming into the body, out to the side and back in. Try not to fall over with it. Try to make sure both hips are equal. So you may want to take your hand to your opposite hip and just keep it grounded. The idea here is to get the movement within the hip and not across the full hip joint. Isolate each side, because if you have one side weaker than the other, the stronger side will always compensate. So inhale, bring it back to centre. Exhale, put it the other way. So this time you push away the knee, bring it out to the side and bring it right. Again, if you need to change your hand position, just do whatever suits your body. Just keep the movement going, hips and shoulders are on the ground. Keep breathing. And then the next time it comes into centre, let's hold it into centre. Changing your hand position, if it is under the knee, to the top of the knee. And inhale, exhale, the knee out to the side and up towards the shoulder. Breathe in here. Ensuring the breath is steady. There's no need to change it, we're just ensuring that it's breathing as the body is full of oxygen. You're not holding any tension, not grinding down the teeth. Not crunching the toes, allow the toes to be relaxed. Again, this right leg is down on the ground and the toes are flexed. If you feel you're pulling towards to the side, bring the knee in further. The idea is keep these hips on the ground. And then on your next inhale, bring the knee back to centre. Bring back up the right leg and give it a little cuddle in. A bit of movement. Again, let's do a bit of rocking from side to side. Allowing the back to be released. Again, we want to bring both knees in a circle. And we'll always do the opposite side if you are. Give the ankles a little wiggle. Let's plant the feet back onto the ground. Allow the feet to be a hip width distance apart. We're going to take our right foot and put it at the top of our left knee into a figure of 4. This time the foot is flexed on the knee. The sole of the foot is looking towards the left hand side of your body. Take your right hand, place it on your knee and give a little push. Don't push too hard, just ever so slightly, put a bit of pressure on it. Feel the hip moving. You might feel some in your inner thigh, top of the thigh. Again, just allow the breath to flow. Tucking your chin to your chest to give the length in the back of the neck to allow the support. Make sure you're breathing. There's nothing to do, just to lie here, allow gravity to do the job. Pushing away from the knee. And then your next inhale, bring the knee back to centre, plant the foot onto the floor. And we'll do some window wipers here, so let's allow the knees to flop over to the right hand side. Feel the movement. Inhale back to centre, off to the left hand side. Again, feel the movement and the stretch down the side of the body. This time the hips do rise from the floor. Inhale, bring it to the other side. Feel the rise. Shoulders are flat on the floor, hands flat on the floor for support. Inhale back to centre, exhale off to the other side before we do the other ends. So inhale back to centre. Again, let's plant the feet properly. Make sure the shoulders are secure. You may want to move your hips back in. And let's bring the opposite, the left foot up to the knee of the right. Allow the foot to be flexed. The sole is now pointing to the right hand side. Taking your left hand and give your knee a little push. If this is too intense and you've got enough stretch without the push, you don't need the push. Just allow your gravity, as I said, to do the job. This is a great stretch if you've been sitting at a desk or you're hunched over. If you get small children and you're constantly hunched over picking them up or picking things up, the hips get constricted and don't move. Especially when I even have a standing desk and I still hardly use it, although I do have timers on my phone, but check them over. Just inhale and exhale. Nothing's needing to be hard. The glutes are turned over, no gripping on the ground, allowing the foot to just land there. And your next inhale, bring the knee back to centre. Planting the foot, and we'll want to wipe over those knees again. This time, first look over to the left hand side. Let them land. Inhale back to centre. Exhale, let them land on the right hand side. Inhale back to centre. One more time each side. Exhale, let them land. Shoulders are on the ground. Inhaling over the last time. Inhale, knees back to centre. This time, I want you to roll over to your right hand side, allowing yourself to come round and onto your tummy. So just let it settle and make sure everything's settled into the ground. Our feet are turned off, flat on the ground. Our hands are in Sphinx position, so elbows are underneath your shoulders, hands are slightly in front, pinkies are sitting out to the side of the edge of the mat. And for this moment in time, all what you do is just allow your head to kiss the ground. Nothing more, just allow the head to land. You might want to give a little thanks to the ground for supporting you. Thanks to yourself for making it here. Sometimes we find it very difficult even to give ourselves 20-25 minutes. So we're grateful that you did that today. We're going to do some stretches into these shoulders, so I want you to inhale your head back up, chest comes up. First then we're going to bring our hands out in a T position. We're just going to breathe here. Allow these shoulders to settle back to where they are. And this time I want you to bring your left hand across the mat to the opposite side and your right hand across the top of your left. So you've got your hands in a cross position at the front of the mat. Opposite pinkies are at opposite sides of the mat. And for just now, your gaze is sitting just at the top of your mat, tips of your nose, and your head is going down towards the ground. It will all just rest on your arms, and that's fine. And you'll feel a stretch here just across the back, the top of the neck, top of the shoulders. If you've got really tight shoulders, you could be feeling it all the way down. Turn off the glutes, don't be squeezing the bum. Allow the glutes to flop onto the ground. Allow the feet to be off as well. All we're going to do here is stretch this back. Now maybe on your next inhale, feel a little, you can move your hands ever so slightly. They can maybe go out further, off the mat altogether. Again, this is all to do with range of motion. So don't be pushing yourself to a point where it's sore. And then saying that, I'm going to get you to inhale and raise your head up. So your eye gaze is coming across the mat and out in front of you. So now the shoulders are coming in the back, they're feeling through the back, they're starting to knit together. And exhale, bring your head back down. Release the shoulders and the back. Again, make sure you're not holding the glutes. Glutes are not needed just now. Going to inhale, bring your gaze back up. And here, if you're a bit tight on me, you'll feel it along the bra line. Maybe down into your ribs, the side of your ribs. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, bring it back up. Push those shoulder blades together at the back. Turning the glutes off. Don't need the tummy muscles either. None of this is needed. We're just pushing these shoulder blades together at the back. And inhale, bring the head back down. Right, so release the arms back out to the side. Oh, head down to the mat. You might not be as great for now, but that's okay. You're doing yourself some good. Give it a second before we do the other side. Swapping the arms over. So this time, so we're going to inhale, the chest comes up, the head comes up. Opposite arms this time, so this time left hand comes over to right, right hand over to left. And inhale, the head back down again. You may at this point want to have some space in your arms, but it's entirely up to you. The head just comes down and lands within the arms, just for support. Ensuring everything at the end turned off, the glutes are turned off and the tummy's turned off. Just get your hands into the position where you can feel the stretch across the back. Couple of breaths here. And then inhale, bring your head up, gaze comes up towards outside your mat, just in front of you. You're not coming all the way up, you're just bringing your head up ever so slightly, and you're feeling the pull of those shoulder blades coming together at the back. Exhale, bring it back down. Release the shoulders, release the glutes. I know you're holding them. Inhale, pushing it up, bringing the head up, shoulder blades are coming behind. Exhale, bring it back down. Last one, push it away, bringing the shoulders together, head comes up. Gaze is just in front of you. Exhale, bring it back down. And then release these arms back out to the side. Oh, head comes to the mat. Give your shoulder a roll back and forward, just to allow some movement again back into them. Deep breath, sigh away. Another deep breath, allow the body just to get back intact. So let's bring these arms back into Sphinx mode. So shoulders, elbows are in line, hands are just in front of us. And we're going to bring our right knee, bend the right knee and bring it up towards our right hip. We're going to turn our toes to flex the toes, so the toes at this point in time will be pointing towards the right hand side. Your knee is pointing to the right hand side in line with your hip. Your shins are parallel. The body is flat to the floor. And you will feel this in your hips and in your glutes. Please don't crunch the jaw. And your inhale, we're going to turn the foot to come up. The sole of the foot starts to look towards the sky. The rotation is in the knee. Your nails start to point slightly towards the earth. Exhale, bring it back down. And you'll rise the foot up towards the sky. Knees coming in towards the ground. Release it back down. And he'll bring it up to the sky. You'll feel the rotation in the hip joint. You'll feel your glutes. You'll feel the hip flexors. Everything is moving at this point in time. Just on the right hand side. So in, you'll bring it up. And keep the head on the ground. Exhale, release it back down. We'll do two more on this side. In, you'll pull it up as far as you can. Exhale, bring it back down. Keep the shoulders down and back, don't crunch the shoulders. And you'll bring them up. Exhale, bring it back down. Release the foot back onto the mat. And we'll give it a little shake, a little shimmy. This time on the opposite side. So again, left knee up in line with the hip. Bringing the foot round, it will be off the mat. Flex the toes. So the toes are now facing towards the left hand side of the room. Shins parallel, knee is up. And so flip, everything else is down on the ground. And then on your inhale, bring the foot up towards the ceiling. Rotation is in the knee and in the hip. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale up towards the ceiling. Again, one side could be more tender than the other, which is normal. Inhale, bring it up. Slowly bring it up. Don't fire it up. Don't throw it back down. All under control. Sure that the breath is here. So inhale, bring up. Hold. Exhale, release it back down. Shoulders are down and back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, release it back down. One more on this side. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it back down. Good, bring the leg back in towards the body. Again, let the body settle. You may want to bring your feet up and just do some window wipers this side. Just allow those hips again to think, oh, what's she doing? Each side. Awesome. Bring the feet back into centre and allow them to sit on the mat. So let's push up to tabletop. So plank your hands, pushing up slowly up into our knees. Bringing the hands further in wherever you need to be. Knees are underneath your hips, feet are turned off. We're just going to do a couple of rounds of cat cow before we get into the next pose. So inhale, the belly comes up, pulling in the belly, feel the strength, feel your core working. Exhale, allow the belly to flop down, heart, head and chest come through, stretches down the body. Inhale, push away from the mat, pull the belly up, tucking in the chin and push away from the mat. Allowing the curve of the back body. Inhale, release the belly down, heart, head and chest come through, looking up towards the horizon. Exhale, pull the belly in, push away from the mat. One more time, belly's coming down, heart, head and chest is coming through, and back, push away. Awesome. Let's come back into our tabletop. So for this next pose, we're going to go into frog pose, it's called. So what I want you to do is take your knees to the edge of the mat, as far as you can to the edge of the mat. They're sitting out at a 45-degree angle on the mat. You're going to do the same thing you did with your feet on the single frog. You're going to bring your feet into a flexed position at the back. Your toes will point, if you've got a good range of motion, they'll come straight through, but your toes will probably point to each side of the room. So this can be quite an intense stretch, so please take it easy. Don't be pushing too far. So when we inhale, we're going to push our bottoms back towards our feet, and we're going to allow the bottom to come down. Now you may come all the way down, you may have one breath movement, you may have 3 breath movements. It's not competition, so let's make sure the hands are stable on the ground, our arms are straight, and we're breathing here. Exhale, bring it back out. Inhale, push it back, allow the bottom to come down as far as it can. Don't be gripping the mat, allow the mat to be your security without you having to grip. Your gaze is down towards the mat. Inhale, bring it back up. Inhale, push it back. No holding the breath. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, here we go again. Keeping it down. Maybe this time you've moved a little bit easier, a bit lighter. Maybe not, that's okay. Just telling you where your stiffness is. Inhale, push it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, push it back. Bring it forward. And this time when we inhale and we push it back, we're going to sit for a couple of breaths. So deep inhale breaths, inhale through the nose, allow the sigh to come. If you have got a range of motion here, and you can do some pulses, very small pulses back and forth. But if it's not there and this is enough for you, just do this. As I said, these hips can get stuck, can hold lots of emotion. Maybe some things come up for you. Just let them come. Don't worry about it. Couple more breaths, again if you've got the pulse. And then in your next exhale, let's move ourselves out. So bringing ourselves back in, bring the feet in, bring the knees back in, and let's flop back to the floor slowly with control, all the way back down at the floor, head kisses mat. Allow the legs to flop, the glutes to turn off. And just allow and feel the emotion, feel the energy move through the body. And the breath here. And the next inhale, when you're ready, let's push it back up to tabletop, sorry. So we're going to do a slight variation of this pose. So I want you to put all your weight into your, get my right, legs and left, right hand side of the body, pushing down through the hand, pushing down through the knee, and don't worry if you do right or do left, because we're going to do both, so it's fine. So that's pushing down through the body. The leg then comes out to the side. So instead of the knee being on the floor, this time we've got the leg to the side, in line with the hip. The toes are pointing towards the top of the mat. This foot is switched off and planted. Our gaze is down to the bottom of the mat. And this time we're going to push back, exactly as we did with the frog, but we're going to do it with the legs straight. So we're going to inhale, push it back. You'll feel a different stretch here. You'll feel the stretch in the inner thigh. You might feel it down the glute. You might feel it in the outside of the thigh, but it's definitely through the hip and into the thigh. Inhale, back up. Take it slow. Inhale, push it back. Take a breath. Bear in mind these arms are pushing into the ground, the arms are straight. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, push away from the ground, coming back. Bottom's making its way back to the foot, back to the heel. Inhale. Inhale, back to the ground. Allow the bottom to fall down, allow gravity to help you. Don't crunch the toes, keep the toes on the floor. If it's too intense, bring it in a bit. Or if you think, I'm not really feeling this, push it out a bit, but keep the foot on the floor. Exhale, bring it back up. We'll do two more on this side. Inhale, push it back. Again, you might start to feel, oh, I'm moving a wee bit more, or not. Exhale, bring it back. Final one this side. Inhale, push it all the way back. This time as we stay back, we'll do the same. We'll either hold it for a couple of breaths. If you can pulse it, then allow the pulse, but if not, it's fine. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth, this side. You may also be having a little swear word running through your head, that's okay. Keep the breath, and if you're pulsing, keep the pulse very, very slow. Two more breaths here. Exhale, bring it back up. Bring the foot slowly back in. Let it hit the mat. Again, let's flop to the ground, slowly with control. And let the body just, allow the hips just to go back in line before we do the other side. And when you're ready, push back into tabletop. And this time we'll do it on the other side. So on the left knee, plants, weight shifts to the left hand side. The right leg is coming out, line with the hip, toes are facing the top of the mat, foot is planted, hands are secure, and when we inhale the bottom back, pushing away from the mat, Again, one side might be totally different from the other. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, push it back. Allow the bottom to fall down. Hands are straight. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, push it back. Allow the stretch. Allow the breath. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, push it back. Exhale, bring it forward. 2 more. Inhale, push it back. Keeping the neck long, eye gaze is just down on the floor. Exhale. Last one before we hold. So pull it back. Take a breath. And if you can, pulse the leg. Allow it to move. Allow the breath to come with it. If being stable is what you want, just stay still. Allow it to happen. Just a deep, intense stretch. It stretches not only the inside of the leg, the glute, the hip, it's also down the back. Stretching out through your arms. 2 more breaths here. Deep inhale breath through the nose. Exhale it away. 1 more inhale through the nose, filling up the body. Allow it to happen. Exhale and bring it up through. Awesome. Let's bring this knee back round. Again, let's bring us back down into the mat with control. No flopping all the way down. And a big sigh. Bring the feet up to the sky. Let's do some window wipers to each side. Let's get those hips again. That blood moving into them. Allow it to happen. And when you're ready, let's roll back onto our backs. Allow it to roll down onto the floor. And this time, to close our practice, we're going to go into a recline butterfly. So we're still working the hips even though we're coming into the end of practice. So what you do is bring the soles of your feet together. Allow your knees to flop out to either side. There's no pushing, there's no pulling. You're just the world is doing what it needs to do. Gravity is taking you down. Let's bring the hands out as wide as we can. Allow the shoulders to plant onto the ground. Allow the chin to come to chest. And take a big deep inhale through your nose. Fill up the full of the body and a big sigh out. And as you sigh out, allow the hips to fall even more. Allow the back to just melt into the ground. Take another deep inhale through the nose, filling the belly, filling the chest. Slight hold at the top. And then allow it to come out. And again, as we come out, we just sink that little bit deeper. Now just like to make sure you've closed your eyes. Allow your breath to just be normal, whatever that looks like. Feel the tingles, if you've got tingles in your hips, if you've got tingles in your hands. It's the energy moving out and through the body. You do a new scan where you had those stuck and tight areas in the hips, are they still there? Is there more work that needs to be done? It's your body, you know it best. You know how to provide for it. We spend all our life looking outside for the answers, when we all already know. If you just take some time and listen to what this beautiful body has to say, she'll keep you right. Let's just take a couple of minutes in this pose to just be grateful. Grateful for the body and all that she does. Grateful for us, for being who we are. And show gratitude to the outside world for just being here. And if you wish to stay here, please do so for as long as you wish. I can close the practice for you. So all we're going to do to come out of the pose is bring the knees back in together. Slowly window wipe them each side of the body. There's no rush for you to move, so if you wish to stay here, please do so. If you are going to come out of the practice at the same time, rolling onto your right hand side of your body, allowing your eyes to open, readjusting to the space and the light beside you, pushing up through your hands and bringing yourself up to a seated position, whatever that looks like for you. When you inhale, our hands all the way to the sky, meeting at the top. Bringing the hands down through the centre line into your heart space. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope wherever you are, you're a little bit more grateful for everything that you have, and you feel so much better than you did when this practice started. Namaste. Thank you very much.